She also paid household servants to spy for her. Between the two, she knew everything about everyone who mattered in New Orleans. She was not above using her information to appear psychic, to intimidate, or even to blackmail.
You sound as though you admire her.
For a black woman in the mid-1800s to gain power is an incredible thing, Mr. Knight. However she achieved it.
Tell me more about Marie Laveau.
She kept a pet snake, danced with it too. She held traditional voodoo ceremonies out by the lake. She took herself seriously, very seriously. But she was not above selling tickets for her events to curiosity seekers. She was not above using voodoo any way she could to make money. That is for certain. But if she had been in another line of work, in another age, that would have been interpreted as entrepreneurial genius, rather than a sign of fraudulence.
Hey, you don't need to convince me. I admire anyone that can actually make a living. Tell me more about Marie Laveau.
It was Marie Laveau who defined the voodoo that is truly and uniquely the voodoo of New Orleans. She invented hundreds, if not thousands of spells, potions, charms, and incantations. These form the basis of the modern practice, not to mention the folk tradition of hoodoo.
Tell me more about Marie Laveau.
Her daughter, Marie Glapion, took over when Widow Paris got old. Most people thought it was the same Marie Laveau. Both Maries encouraged that point of view. The Widow Paris died in 1881. Marie Glapion had been reigning a long time by then. After the death of the Widow Paris, other voodoo queens surfaced, and by 1890, the cult was fragmented again. Marie Glapion just sort of faded away.
Tell me more about Marie Laveau.
You have heard everything about Marie Laveau that a layman might expect to understand.
Let's see here. We got a decent amount of information from her. We have got the sketchbook. Don't need that. Let's ask him.
Could I ask you some more questions?
Of course. I also find our dialogue stimulating.
Tell me about yourself.
What more can I tell you?
Actually, I can't think of a thing.
Then let us discuss something else.
Okay.
Goodbye, Dr. John.
Goodbye, Mr. Knight.
So the only thing that I could be interested in was actually in checking out the snake. I actually would like a scale examination of the snake, but let's wait with that for a bit.
Hello, Dr. John.
Figure out how to do
Glad
that.
you could return to us, Mr. Knight.
Let's see. Since I clicked the wrong place, let's just examine.
That doesn't work that way.
The python is quite dangerous. I would stay back if I were you.
Thanks for the advice.
I know what we need.
Goodbye, Dr. John.
Walk carefully out there, Mr. Knight.
I know. But let's go to the drugstore.
Hello.
Huh?
Bonjour, Monsieur Walker.
Bienvenue, Madame Casona. Comment ça va? How you be feeling today?
Well, I'll tell you, Mr. Walker. I'm certain someone's buried a sleep knot bag somewhere near my steps. I haven't slept a wink, not in weeks.
Now, don't that beat all? I'll need some easy night candles then, huh?
Do you think that would help? I do hope you're right. I said 3 rosaries this morning for Our Lady's intervention.
Rosary good, sure enough, but you burn them candles too, boy, you gonna whip any no-sleep gree-gree, I tell you for sure.
Very well, Mr. Walker. put them on my account and send them around to my house. Oh, and there's another thing. I didn't catch her at it, but I know. Mrs. Lefebvre put stomachache powder in my tea at the last meeting of the Creole Grand Dame. I've been in misery.
Now you put 9 pinheads up in a little box. Add a pinch of graveyard dust. Put it up under her front post step. That'll turn the trick back on Miss Lefebvre, and she be the one with the bellyache. I got the pins of dust right here if you want them.
If the Blessed Virgin will grant me her protection, I'll be safe from these practitioners of evil.
Oui, madame. Though, don't hurt to be proactive neither now, does it?
Naturellement, monsieur. Merci beaucoup.
Mais non, madame. It's nothing. Au revoir.
Au revoir, Monsieur Walker.
Sounds like crap to me, everything of it.
The sign says, Special St. John's Eve Lagnia. Free bottle of lover come back to me oil, or master gambling oil with every purchase over $50.
Lagnia. My French is lousy, but everyone in New Orleans knows what that means. A little something extra.
The Dixieland drugstore has a rather terrifying way of dealing with shoplifters. The shelf holds containers of dried items, flowers, grasses, and black cat bones.
I'd have to smell those if I opened them. I don't want any of this stuff.
Okay.
Garlic, cloves, and other dried goods and spices are collected in the bowls.
I know where to come if I ever have a vampire problem.
Garlic, cloves, and other dried
same
goods and
thing over
spices
here.
are collected in the bowls.
I know where to come if I ever have a vampire problem.
The mask appears to be made from a real crocodile head. To get the mask, Gabriel would have to buy it. The poster advertises a voodoo play from last fall. Brood bags, curio boxes, and magic candles. Sold as curios only. We cannot guarantee results.
Okay.
The containers on this shelf all say magnetic sand, draw good luck and prosperity.
I should probably buy 50 pounds or so for the bookstore. With my luck, the magnetic sand's polarity would get reversed. No thanks.
Let's talk to Willie.
Hi there. Is this your store?
This is the Dixieland drugstore, and I own it. Me. Name's Walker. Willie Walker.
Can you tell me what you know about voodoo?
This is a novelty shop, monsieur.
Do you think I'm stupid? This is a voodoo shop. Look at all this stuff.
These is novelties, curiosities. If people want to think they magic, it's not my concern, you know?
Are you telling me that you own a voodoo shop, but you know nothing about voodoo practices?
Ça fait n'est pas affaire blanc.
What does that mean?
It mean you should mind your own business, monsieur.
Look, I'm researching voodoo for a book.
I don't have your answers, me. You want to buy something, monsieur?
Okay, being a dick. Uh-huh.
Does this mean anything to you?
I don't know anything about that at all.
Ah, crap. Didn't work on him.
Mind if I ask you a few questions?
Ask what you want. I answer what I want.
What do you know about the voodoo murders?
Caprice encore.
What did you say?
Nothing. Them killings have nothing to do with my shop, monsieur.
Okay, afraid. He knows something.
What do you think of Nolans?
I live here all my life, me.
What do you think of Nolans?
If you're not from around here, monsieur, you should sign up for some tours.
What can you tell me about St. John's Eve?
It's the biggest night of the year in voodoo.
What goes on exactly?
I couldn't say.
Do you know anything about animal masks?
The only one left is Willie Jr. over there, the old crocodile. He's sort of a mascot now, him.
Do you know anything about snakes?
What kind of snakes?
The kind they use in voodoo?
Pythons, boas, so I've heard.
Really? Do you have one?
Are you crazy? What would I want with a python?
What did you mean when you said Caprice Sanko?
I didn't say that.
You did. I heard you say it.
You heard wrong, monsieur. I said no such thing.
What do you know about Marie Laveau?
Marie, she's somebody from the old days. One of them old folk tales. The tourists eat it up, no?
What else do you know about Marie Laveau?
I don't know much, monsieur. Someone at the Voodoo Museum can tell you all about her.
What else do you know about Marie Laveau?
I don't know much, monsieur. Someone at the Voodoo Museum can tell you all about her.
That customer of yours, the little old lady.
Customer?
The woman I saw in here, Madame Casino, you called her.
I don't talk about my customers to men who come in off the street.
Tell me about yourself.
My name's Willie Walker. I own the place.
How did you get into this kind of business?
Now, why should I discuss my business with you, man?
About Willie Jr. Would you be willing to let him go?
Maybe. For $100.
100? You gotta be kidding.
Me and Willie Jr. are very close now. I couldn't part with him for less.
Would you take 50 for Willie Jr.?
Don't insult me, monsieur. The price is $120.
What? You said you'd sell it for 100 before.
You misheard, monsieur. The price was always $120.
Bastard.
Would you take 50 for Willie Jr.?
Don't insult me, monsieur. The price is $120.
What? You said you'd sell it for 100 before.
You misheard, monsieur. The price was always $120.
So, this is a voodoo store, huh?
Voodoo? No, man. This a curio shop. The things you see here from local folklore. None of it real, I tell you for sure.
What about all these magic oils and powders you're selling? Aren't they a part of voodoo?
Read the label, man. We make no claims. Sold as curio only. It mean what it say, no? These are novelties, not voodoo.
So, do you get many tourists in here?
We, all the time. They want to buy a bottle of money-drawn oil or wang a bag to take home with them.
It's nearly as old as the one at St. George's.
Let's see if we can loosen him up with a gift card.
Does this mean anything to you?
I don't know anything about that at all.
Let's see.
Would you mind taking a look at this photograph?
Gabriel Sanko.
Caprice Sanko? What does that mean?
Nothing, man. I didn't say nothing like that. You heard me wrong, man.
Let's see if we can figure out this pattern.
Do you recognize this pattern?
Don't look familiar at all, monsieur.
The Dixieland drugstore is crammed from top to bottom with strange merchandise, some or all of which seem to be related to the practice of voodoo.
Okay. we're at the drugstore. We've been